Good morning, students, and welcome to the another lecture for this hydraulics and pneumatics. In today's lectures, we are going to discuss about the oral examination marks and the term work assignment marks. Okay, so for oral examination marks, I have already put the four Google Forms here. So these are easy. So just go through this one. Uh, for the term work assignments, okay, so for oral examination mark these four Google forms are there, okay, so these are very simple, just go through this one. Then for term work assignments, we have certain the again the Google forms are there for 1 2 3. Then for hydraulic circuit there is a just you have to refer the PDF files and you have to answer the questions, okay. So that you have to copy paste the answers here in pneumatic and hydraulic circuits. The main concern is the assignment number 6, that you have to design the hydraulic circuits. 7 is the to design the pneumatic circuit, and then the assignment number 8, that here we have to plot the pump characteristic. So we will discuss now in today's lecture. I will told you the how to design the hydraulics and hydraulic pneumatic circuits for assignment number 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So if you refer this, so the above assignments are very simple. Just go to this one. Everything is given there. So you don't have to take any efforts for that. These assignments here. Okay. So only you have to concentrate mainly on the assignment number 6, 7, and 8. So let us start with this one. So you can refer this video and you can prepare or you can design your own hydraulic circuits using this particular video that I will upload afterwards. Okay. After this lecture. So we will discuss now first the assignment number 6. Here we have to design the hydraulic circuit. So you can refer this YouTube video or you can refer my today's video also to design the hydraulic circuit. You have to design only one hydraulic circuit, or you can refer or you can design more hydraulic circuit also. And how to upload that, these circuits, that assignment. So that also I will tell you in the today's lecture. So what you have to do first, you have to first download the Automation Studio. The link is given here. You have to click on this link. You have to download the setup. Okay. Then after that, he will ask you to, when the installation is complete, he will ask you to unlock the software. The password is plc4me.com. So that password you have to put there. After that, it will complete its installation. Then you have to copy and replace the crack file. So this is a crack version. So you have to copy this file from C program files in to install directory. Okay. So once you follow these steps, so your Automation Studio get installed. When you open the Automation Studio, it looks like something like this. Okay. So now we will start with the first one, that is the how to design the hydraulic circuit. So how you'll complete this assignment. So when you open the Automation Studio, so here you will see this is the hydraulic here. Okay, if you refer here, so this is the hydraulics are there. Then pneumatic is there. So we'll concentrate on on the two, that is the hydraulics and the pneumatic circuit. So let us start with the first hydraulic circuit. So when you click here, so we'll get the hydraulic circuit. Okay. Now, if you refer our PDF files, so we have discussed about the different types of the circuits. So one is the sequencing circuit. Okay, this is called as the sequencing circuit is there. Okay, now you can take any circuit. Okay, so that is available in our PDF file in our PDF files. Okay, so now let us design these hydraulic circuits. Okay, so we will design the sequencing circuit, hydraulic sequencing circuit. Okay, so how to design that circuit now? You see, first of all we have to take the hydraulic reservoir. So the components are given here also. Okay, or you can take it from here also, reservoir. Okay, so what you have to do now? So we have to first take the hydraulic reservoir. So you just drag and drop the hydraulic reservoir here. So that hydraulic reservoir will come here. Then after that, we will take the unidirectional pump. So that pump will come here. So if you join that 2 points, so it will get automatically joined. So otherwise, we have to join it with the lines here. Okay, connections is there. So pump we have taken. Okay. After that, what you have to do? We have to take the directional control wall. Okay. So you go to the directional control wall here. So this is the directional control wall. Okay. Before that, what we will do? We will take the cylinders. Okay. So I am taking here double acting cylinder here. Okay. So this is double acting cylinder one, and I am taking again the double acting cylinder here because we will require two cylinders here. Okay. Now I will rotate this cylinder because in our PDF that cylinder, it is shown vertical. Okay, so if you refer here, this is vertical cylinder, this is our second cylinder, and this is our first cylinder. Okay, and this is what, this is the 4 by 3 directional control valves are there. Okay, 4 ports are there and 3 positions. So we'll take that one also, and then we'll take 2 cylinders. So we have to flip it vertical. So so how to rotate this the cylinder? So you have to go to the edit, and here there is a position is there. Okay, so go to the position. Okay, and rotate it 90 degree. Okay, so this, then it becomes a vertical cylinder. Okay, so we have taken one horizontal cylinder and we have taken one vertical cylinder. Okay, now we have to take the directional control valve. Okay, so now go to the directional control valves here. Okay, now that is we have that is 4 by 3 is given there. Okay, so we'll take the 4 by 3 directional control valve. Okay, so this is the 4 by 3 directional control valve is there. So I have taken 4 by 3 directional control valve here. Okay, so this is one cylinder, this is second cylinder. Now to get the perfect view of this one, so you go to the view. Okay, and then click here this one, zoom all components. Okay, so here this is the zoom all components there. So when you click zoom all components, so it will come under the one window. Okay, uh, now in the you know that in the sequencing circuit, we have to take the sequence wall. Here there is a sequence wall. So we have taken this part, we have taken directional control wall, we have taken one cylinder, second cylinder. Now we have to take the sequence wall. Okay, now where we'll get the sequence wall? So that sequence wall will come here. Okay, so in the flow wall. Okay, so let us check that the sequence wall. Okay, so okay, that I think that sequence wall will come in the here. There is a separate the wall in the pressure in the pressure wall, that is a sequence wall. Okay, so in go to the sequence wall here. Then select this sequence wall. Okay, here we have to select the sequence wall. So this is our sequence wall. We don't want this one. We required sequence wall with non-return wall here. Okay. Uh, we have to take, this is for hydraulics. Okay, and then we have to go to the sequence wall. Okay, and okay, we have to take this sequence wall. We'll take this one. Yes, so this is our okay, this is the 3 connections wall. We don't want these 3 connections wall. We want only 2 connection wall here. But here the non-return wall is not there. Okay, let me check again. So 3, we want this type of wall. Okay, so we want here the non-return wall and the sequence wall. Okay, so another one go to the tags. Okay, we'll take that one also only. Here this is the sequence wall. Okay, so here this will go to the reservoir. We'll attach the reservoir there. So go to the hydraulics, and we have to take the hydraulic reservoir, so that we have to connect here. Okay. Huh? So that I have connected. Now we have to make the connections for this one. Okay, so we will make the connections, and we will see whether it is operating or not. Okay, so now how to join the sequence? So see here, we have to join this up to here. Okay, so this one is the first cylinder. Then this line it goes here. Now I want to join here, so you have to click at this point, and then you have to join this one. Okay, then this will go to this part, and this will come downward. Okay, it will come here, and this connection will also come here. Okay, so what we are joined, see this part, it goes something like up to here, then it goes to the sequence wall, then it goes to the second cylinder, and then from second cylinder it will come to the up to this part. Okay, so now if you refer this part. Okay, the whatever the circuit that is given to us. So if you check, the everything is same now. Okay, so let me okay, now you check this one. So everything is there. See, the directional control valve we have taken, the cylinder we have taken, then the sequence valve we have taken here, and the another double acting cylinder. Okay, uh, we have not attached anything here. Okay, so that becomes our load, and the directional control valves and the motor and pump, that will come at the bottom. Okay, here. Okay, the at the bottom here. So the total thing is what? This is the pump and the reservoir. Okay. Now we'll check the working. So from here we have to check now in the working what will happen. So the oil will go through this direction. It will the first cylinder will operate this cylinder will operate first, and then once the piston it reaches to the right hand side, then the pressure is built up, and then this valve will open. This valve will open, and the oil will go to the second cylinder. So first this cylinder will operate, and then after that when the pressure whatever the pressure we have set here, so it will exceed because of the back pressure, then this valve will open. Now this is in close, this arrow will come here. Okay, fluid will not go from this direction. Okay, in return the fluid will come from here, not from this valve. Okay, now let us check now how to check the simulation. So this connection is remaining here. Okay, so this connection it goes to the it goes to the reservoir again. So this connection comes back again to the reservoir. Now let how to check the simulation. So we have to go to the simulation and click on the normal simulation. Okay, now see the pump has started. Okay, the pump has started. Now we'll take the first position. Okay, now you see this first cylinder is now going, and then now second cylinder is going. Okay, now we'll take the next position. Okay, so this one, see now when we have changed the position, so during the retraction both cylinders are coming at the same time. Okay, so that is not the problem. We want that in first position this cylinder will operate first, and then this cylinder will operate first. You concentrate on this arrow. Okay, so see this arrow is not there. Now it comes at the bottom, at the center, and now this cylinder is operating. Okay, you again check this one. Now both the cylinders are coming back. Now you see this cylinder has done this work, and now the second cylinder has done work. So this is called as the sequencing circuit. This is called as the sequencing circuit. So we have to design this circuit. You have to just follow the steps what I have followed, and then you have to you have to record this animation. So how will record this animation? So you have to go to the tools. Okay, and then clicks on the asynchronous recording. Okay, so click on this asynchronous recording, and then go to the simulation. Okay, and then start the simulation. Okay, so this is now retraction, and then this is coming back. Okay, so this is the first position, this is the center position, nothing will happen, and then this is the retraction position. Okay, so once you have done with the simulation, so again go to the tools and then stop recording. Okay, now here give the name, that is the sequencing circuit. Okay, and I will save this, suppose at the desktop first. Okay, let me save it in the desktop. So let me check now whether it is working or not. Okay, so this is the sequencing circuit, that sequencing circuit. So here this is the sequencing circuit. So I will open it. So you see I have opened that one, and now see this one. So this is the what we have saved here. Okay, so see this is the sequencing circuit, that MP4 file I am playing now. Okay, so this is that circuit is there. So this is the first cylinder, and now this is the second cylinder. Okay, so you have to save this MP4 file, and then you have to upload this MP4 file along with this the image of this automation studio. So whatever the circuit you have designed, so the image of that circuit also, image of this screenshot of this automation studio also you have to submit as okay in the assignment. Okay, so this is our first circuit. Okay, so this is our first circuit, that is our the hydraulic circuit. Okay, so I will stop the simulation, and you have to take the screenshot of this one, and then you have to submit this screenshot. Okay, so just submit the screenshot here, so that you have to copy this one, okay, and then you have to save it. Okay, and this you have to submit that you have completed the above circuit in the automation studio. Okay, so that you have to do. Okay, so this is the first circuit that we have done on the hydraulic. Okay, So that is your the that is our assignment number one. The assignment number six. So this is the sixth number. Okay. So that MP4 file you have to attach here in the six, that is design a system according to record, that is a hydraulic circuit. Now we will see this hydraulic circuit is over. Now go to the we'll design now the pneumatic circuit. Okay, actually here this is the you have to design here the pneumatic circuit. Okay, so I will make the correction here. We have to make here, you have to design here the pneumatic circuit. The next circuit is what? It is a pneumatic circuit. Okay, so we will design now pneumatic circuit. Now what you have to do for the pneumatic circuit? So we will go to the next circuit now. So I will delete this circuit now. Okay. So now go to the pneumatic circuit now. Okay. Now pneumatic circuit is again the simple one. We have already taken that. We already designed that in our the fifth unit. Okay. So what you have to do now? Now click the pneumatic circuit. Okay. Now click the pneumatic circuit. Now what you have to do now? In pneumatic circuit, we will first take the pressure, pneumatic pressure source. Okay, we will take the first the pneumatic pressure source. Okay, and then we will okay. So first of all, which circuit we are going to design here? So we will design here the pneumatic circuit using the quick exhaust valve. We will design this one, this circuit. Okay, pneumatic circuit using the quick exhaust valve. Shuttle valve is also available. Two pressure valve is also available. We will design the pneumatic circuit using quick exhaust valve. So how to design the pneumatic circuit using the Q? First of all, we require pneumatic pressure source. Okay, we require the pneumatic pressure source here. Okay, so after that, we will take the directional control valve. So you click on here. We'll take directional control valve. So directional control valve, you take 5/2. Okay. Uh, so okay, we will take 5/2 directional control valve. So I have taken here 5/2 directional control valve. Okay, so this is 5/2 the directional control valve. You have to take it from here. Okay, 5/2 directional control valve, that is here. Now the first okay, this is connected in the middle. Okay, oh, sorry, it is connected the pressure source. Okay, so the pressure source pneumatic. So pressure source you have to connect in the middle. Okay, this is you have to connect in the middle, and then there are again two ports are there. Okay, so there at these two ports you have to connect the exhaust. So here you have to connect the exhaust one, and here you have to connect the exhaust two. So there are two exhausts at these 2 points, and in the middle we have the pneumatic pressure source. Okay, now this is there. Now we will take the cylinder. Okay, now you have to again I am taking here the double acting cylinder. This is my double acting cylinder here. Okay, there are again two connections for double acting cylinder. Now we'll take here the what we are designing the exhaust valve. Okay, okay. So we will take we'll design the pneumatic circuit with quick exhaust valve. So this is the quick exhaust valve is there. Okay, so there are two connections for the exhaust valve. So we will connect this here. So this is one connection is over. Now this is connected here. Okay, so this is connected here and this is connected here. Okay, so now see the connection is over. We have just connected one double acting cylinder and the exhaust valve. So you can connect here the another valve also, that is the shutter valve and two pressure valve. So you can connect here. Okay, so now the connection is over. The connection is over. Now we will take the simulation. Okay, so now go to the simulation. So now let us take this one. So see. So you see this one, the ball here. Okay, so this is non-return valve. Okay, now this ball will when we go to this position, so this ball will come here and the fluid will come from this direction. Okay, so you see this one here. Okay, here now this direction. See, when the pressure is more, this ball will move up to here and the fluid go this direction. Okay, this is closed. Okay, the fluid moves from this direction. So that's why this piston moves from left hand side to right hand side. Okay, in second position, what will happen? The fluid will retract the fluid, that oil, and it will come back to the exhaust. Okay, so this is our exhaust. Okay, so this is, see this one. So this is our pneumatic circuit with the exhaust valve. So this is our exhaust valve here. Okay, so you can check the animations for this exhaust valve also. So how to check the animation? You have to just click on the wall and click on the animation. So this is our quick exhaust valve. Now see how it is operating. Okay, so it is operating something like this. So at this point you can check the animations. Okay, so we can check the animation here, something like this. So this is the simple circuit for you for the pneumatic circuit. Okay. Now here there is one the solenoid also. So you can operate it with the solenoid wall also. Okay, that is also possible. Okay, we can operate it by using the solenoid wall. Okay, so if you want to develop that the electrical circuit, so what you have to do, you have to go to the electrical control. Okay, take the 24-volt connection, then take 0-volt connection, okay, and in between that one you just connect the normally push button. Okay, you in between that one you just connect normally push button here. So when you drag and drop that normally push buttons, what will happen? You have to write down here the name. So you have to write down here PB, that is push button, and 1. Okay, so PB1 will appear here. Okay, so we will take the simple circuit only. I have also explained the same circuit in unit number 5 also, if you refer that video. So I have connected this one. Now we have to connect this circuit with the directional control wall. So how to connect that one? So you click on this solenoid, which one? This wall here. Okay. So when you connect that one, so this is the solenoid. Okay. Okay, so now go to the variable assignments. Go to the variable assignments. Okay, now here question mark is there. You have to click on PB1. Okay, just click on PB1. When you click on PB1, so that PB1 will come here. Okay, we have to just click on here PB1, or you type here PB. So when you type here PB, so that PB1 will appear here, and just double click on PB1, it will appear here. Okay, now when we click on that PB1, see the PB1 get underlined. So this get connected with this one. So see, this is PB1, this is also PB1. Now what will happen? Now go to the simulation. So see now click on this solenoid. Now we'll operate it by button. See, now I'm operating it with the button. So I'm clicking this push button, and now see, I'm not doing here the manual. Manual will be done with the help of this push button. Okay, so with the help of this the click, or with the help of this push button, we can operate it. This is manual. When the tick mark is there, that means this is manual. I am doing this manual, and when I am clicking on the solenoid, and when I'm putting this the push button, so this is by means of the electro pneumatic circuit. This is called as electro pneumatic circuit. Okay, so this is your second circuit. So this is the simple circuit. What we have done, we have only taken the double acting cylinder from the pneumatic. Okay, we have to refer now the pneumatic pneumatic part. Double acting cylinder, we have taken the exhaust valve. Okay, and then we have taken the directional control valve. We have attached here two exhaust, one pressure source, and then we have connected with the electrical circuit also. So this becomes your the second circuit. Again, how to submit this assignment? So again, go to the asynchronous recording. Okay, just click it on here. Go to the simulation, and you can click here slow simulation also. Click on slow simulation. Now here, when you click this one, so it will move slowly. So I'm closing it and opening it. Okay, I'm closing and opening it, or you can do it manually also. Okay, then go to the tools and just stop recording. Okay, then this becomes your next circuit. So this becomes your pneumatic circuit. Then you have to save this circuit. So that becomes your pneumatic circuit, and you have to open that circuit. So when you open that circuit, so see, this is your circuit. Okay. So I'm closing it the push button here. So I have make it a slow motion. So that's why it is showing now in slow motion. See, this is I'm clicking here, and this is my output. Okay, and this is see the position of the ball, how it is moving. So when the flow is from here, so it will push the ball this end, and we'll get the flow inside the cylinder. Okay, so this is our second circuit, that is called as our pneumatic circuit. So first we are operated by manually, and then afterwards we have connected it with the electrical circuit, so that becomes your electro pneumatic circuit. Okay, so that we have done. Okay, so this is there. So this is your the next assignment. Okay, so that is the assignment number what, the assignment number 7. Okay, where it goes. Okay, so actually it goes here. Let me change it to, okay, so it will come here. So this is your hydraulic circuit. You have to submit here hydraulic circuit. This is your pneumatic circuit. Just we have done. So submit the assignment here. And the last one is now pump characteristic. Okay. Now this pump characteristic is very simple. Okay. Now how to that design that pump characteristic. So we will go to the hydraulic. So because we will get the pump in hydraulic. So what I am doing here, I am taking here the simple circuit. So I am taking here the double acting cylinder. Okay. So design the simple circuit. Now I am taking suppose the 4 by 2. Uh, okay, yes, I am taking this 4 by 2 directional control wall. Okay, this is 4 by 2 direct. You can take any wall, 4 by 2 directional control wall. Then what I am required, I will require the reservoir. So this is reservoir. Then we require the pump. Okay, so you have to take the pump. So pump get connected here. Then we will make the connection. So this is connected here. Pump goes to this connection. Then it will go here, this direction. Okay. Let me change the this wall. I will take the 4 by 4 by 3. Let me take 4 by 3 instead. I'm taking the 4 by 3 wall. Okay. Then I have connected that one here. Now this is get connected with this end, and here the whatever the oil which is coming back, it will go again to the reservoir. So we have to take to the reservoir. Okay. So what we have done, we have taken double acting cylinder. We have taken the 4 by 3, 4 by 3 directional control wall. Okay. Then we have taken the reservoir and the pump. So the fluid will go this direction. Okay, and the whatever the fluid is here, it will come back to the reservoir. Okay, now let us run this simulation. So now this is in the middle. There is no connection. So there will not be any simulation. So fluid is not going. So in first situation, now see the cylinder is going this direction. In this position, the cylinder is coming back to its original position. Okay. Now we don't want. Now this is also again your hydraulic circuit. You can this is your simple hydraulic circuit. Okay. Reciprocating of the cylinder. So this is our the simple circuit is there. But now we don't want this one. What we want here, we want here the pump characteristic. We want here pump characteristic. So how to get the pump? How to plot the pump characteristic here? So for plotting the pump characteristic, so you after designing the hydraulic circuit with this pump, you go to the plotter. You go to this plotter. Okay. So you can take the any plot. I will tell you both the plotters. Here first you click on first plotter. So when you click here, so such type of the window will come. Okay. Now here what you have to do to plot the characteristic, you click on the you drag and drop this pump here. See what you have to do, you have to drag and drop this pump here. Okay, then it will ask the which parameter you want here. Okay, which parameter you want here. So you can click on any number of parameters. So I'm just taking suppose the input flow. I'm taking input flow. So that flow will come here. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to drag and drop the pump because you want pump characteristics. So drag and drop the pump in the window. So it will ask for the parameter. You have to select one parameter here. Okay. Then we will take the another one. Okay. So so how the flow will go. So now you start the simulation. Okay. You start the simulation. See what is happening here. How the characteristic we are plotting here. See the characteristic from the flow. Okay. So here. Now in the middle, what will happen? So in the middle, there is nothing. See 0. It is 0 now. Nothing is going there. So the line is straight. Now when we are in the first position, so see now it is showing the variation. When we are in the last position, retraction. So this is the position. Okay. Now we are in the center. Okay. We are in the center here. Now if we will stop the simulation. Now, if we can take the another, if we can drag and drop the cylinder also here. If you drag and drop the cylinder, it will ask for the another one. That means suppose the but we have to plot the characteristic for the pump only. So we can take another the parameter also. So first I have taken input flow. You can take the input pressure also. So if you take that input pressure, so we will get now the characteristic in terms of flow and pressure. So how will get the characteristic? So you run the simulation. So you'll see now this is the blue line. Blue line is for the pressure, and the yellow line is for the flow. Okay. So the pressure is here. It is going. It is minus 50. Okay. So it is going in the negative direction. Sorry, the flow. Yes, it is pressure is zero here. Pressure it is showing the zero. So we have to change that one again. Okay, so this is for the pump characteristic. Okay, this is for the pump character. So you can plot any type of the characteristic using this one. What is the procedure to plot the pump characteristic? First, design the hydraulic circuit. Then click on the plotter. Click on the plotter. When you click on the plotter, you'll get this type of the window. Then drag and drop this pump. See, drag and drop this pump in this window. When you drag and drop this window, so it will ask for the parameter what we have to plot. So you can take the input flow. You can take any parameter. Okay, so input flow, and I am taking the cylinder also. So I am taking here the linear position or linear speed. I have taken drag and drop the cylinder also. So I will plot the characteristic for the cylinder also. But we want only the pump characteristic. So this is sufficient. Okay, and then run the simulation. Okay, so run the simulation. So when you run the simulation, so what will happen? You'll get the characteristic there. So the characteristic will be something like this. Okay, so see, it will show the characteristic something like this. So this is your pump characteristic. This is your pump characteristic. You can plot using the Automation Studio. Okay, this is the pump characteristic. Okay. So likewise, and again, you can you have to you have to record this one. Okay, so just go to the asynchronous recording. Now the recording is started. Okay, then start the simulation, and then record these characteristics. Okay, so likewise, it is coming back. Okay, and then stop it. Okay, then stop the recording, and then save this as a pump characteristics here. Okay, so when you save this as a pump characteristic, so you will get that video is something looks like something like this. Okay, so that you have to take at the center. Okay, center of this one because it is going outside. So just take it at the center. Okay, so you have to adjust this one. So I will tell you. So this is the video is there from the Automation Studio. So what you have to do here, let me tell, to get everything in the center, we will first stop the simulation. See what you do, you select all this, the total circuit, okay? You select all the total circuit and drag and drop here in this window. And when you take the plotter, so take the plotter here in the same window. So this is now the complete window is there. Okay. So now we'll get a total visibility of the characteristic or and this what the circuit also. Okay. So we'll get that one also. Okay. So let me drag and drop here. Same thing. Input flow, input pressure. I will select all. Okay. And then we'll run this one. Okay, so I'm getting the characteristic for all the parameters. Let me make slow motion here. So when you click on slow motion, so it will move slowly. It will move slowly, so that you can get the detail plot on the on our this plotter. Okay, enter. Now coming back. Okay, just move it here and then record. Okay, then record it here. Okay, like this. Come back. this is for slow motion. Okay. Okay, I will stop it. Okay, I will overwrite this one pump characteristic. Yes. Let me see now whether it is coming in that. See now. See the total thing now. It is comes in the single window now, because we adjust the window. Okay, like this. Okay, so now this is very simple now. Okay, so this is the simple thing. What you have to do, just refer the this video what we have discussed today. Okay, just refer this video, and then for your the assignments here. Okay, for number 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so you have to design the hydraulic circuits. You can design the same circuit also and just record it and upload the videos along with the screenshot. Okay, so that you have to upload for hydraulic circuits. Okay, then for the pneumatic circuit and the pump characteristic. Okay, so only these three things you have to do using this automation studio. You can design any type of the circuit, whatever we have discussed in our unit number 4. So this is for hydraulic. You can design any circuit. So you can you can design this circuit also. Just take all the components here. You can design this transverse and feed circuit. Okay, if you take all these components, you can design here fail and safe circuit. Okay, if you refer all this here these circuits, it becomes an automatic reciprocating circuit. So everything is possible in automation studio. Okay, so I have given you this just the simple circuits so that you will get the confidence to develop the circuit. Okay, later on you can try any type of the circuit here. Okay, so but whenever you are designing the hydraulic circuit, take all the components from hydraulic, and when we are designing the circuit from pneumatic, take all the components from the pneumatic. Okay, don't interchange the components from hydraulic and pneumatic. Okay, just follow one tab only, pneumatic and hydraulic. Okay, so this is all from the my side regarding the your assignments. Okay, so I hope you understand the how to design the circuits. It is very simple. Okay, you can refer the videos also that is available on the YouTube. Just type automation studio hydraulic circuit tutorial or automation studio pneumatic circuit tutorial. So you'll get the I have given you the link also in the in our this is the link for sorry, this is not link for I think here I have given you the YouTube video link also, that is for the automation studio. So you can refer this one also, or I will upload our today's video, so you can refer this video also for designing this hydraulic, pneumatic, and the pump characteristic. Okay, so this is from my side then. So if you have any query or any difficulty, you can ask. Otherwise, just follow the procedure, whatever that is given to download the automation studio. Everything is given here. Okay, so follow these 3 steps and download the automation studio, open it, and just follow the procedure from our video and design the circuits and upload it. Okay, so then thank you very much for your the attention. I will stop here for the today's lecture. Thank you.